Hi students, so we are back with our discussion about atoms. This time we are on lesson 2 and we will be focusing about the subatomic particles. For this lesson, the following are the objectives. So first, you will describe atoms and its subatomic particles. Then you'll also determine the number of electrons, protons, and neutrons in an atom, also in ions. And then you will be illustrating how these subatomic particles are distributed in an atom or in ions. So let's start off by discussing the structure of the atom. So you know that all matter is made of atoms. Atoms are actually the building blocks of matter. So without atoms, there'd be no matter. Next, the atom has two main regions. First is the nucleus and the other one is the electron cloud. So the nucleus is actually the center of the atom. It's a very small center and it is where protons and neutrons are located, and it has a positive charge. Then the other part of an atom is the electron cloud, which contains the electrons. Now the electron cloud surrounds the nucleus. The subatomic particles are proton containing a positive charge, electrons having a negative charge, and neutrons with no charge or zero charge. So alin dyan ang nasa nucleus? In nucleus, we can find protons and neutrons. Protons have positive charge and neutrons no charge. Therefore, the nucleus has a positive charge. Alright, to continue more about the structure of the atom, here are some properties of the subatomic particles. Protons and neutrons, they have almost the same masses, and they are collectively called nucleons since they are located in the nucleus of an atom. Most of the mass of the atom is contained in the nucleus. Remember, sabi ni Rutherford that the mass of an atom is mostly concentrated on its nucleus. Another, electrons are very much lighter as compared to protons and neutrons. Okay, so the table here would show you the different properties of the subatomic particles. So first one, the subatomic particle with the corresponding symbol. So pag electron E, and then it has a superscript na negative sign because it has a charge of -1. Now for protons, P, positive. The charge is +1. And for neutrons, N, and then lalagyan natin ng superscript na 0 to indicate that it is neutral or without a charge. Now for mass, as you can see in the table, protons and neutrons halos magkaparehas lang. Slightly mas mabigat ng konting-konti lang naman si neutrons. And ang pinakamagaan dyan ay si electrons. So please do not be confused, ma'am. 9 yung nakalagay dyan. Yung iba 1 point something lang. The answer is, look at the exponent. -28 yung electrons and yung dalawa -24 lang. Okay, so for the location, as I have mentioned, inside the nucleus are protons and neutrons, and outside the nucleus or within the cloud is the electron. Okay, so the people who worked for the discovery of those subatomic particles are the following. So electrons were discovered by J.J. Thomson. Protons were discovered by Ernest Rutherford. And neutrons were discovered by James Chadwick. Alright, so let's have this one, atomic notation. Kindly refer to this diagram on the right. So an atomic notation is simply a shorthand way that is used to represent information about elements in the periodic table. So in this atomic notation, you will first see the atomic number or the element number. The atomic number is actually just the number of protons in the atom. So kung ang atomic number ng example natin na sodium ay 11, ibig sabihin meron din itong 11 na protons. Okay? Now, the mass number, yan yung nasa baba, which is 22.99 here. That is actually the number of protons and neutrons, or yung nucleus, yung mass ng nucleus. So, i-add lang natin yan. By the way, mass number is also referred to as atomic mass in some books. And sa iba naman, also sa ibang periodic table, ang nakalagay doon ay atomic weight. Also, with regards to positioning, yung atomic number hindi siya always nasa upper portion. So, sometimes nandun siya sa baba. And then yung mass number ang nasa taas. So, it depends on the book or the periodic table that you are using. So, make sure that you check the legend. Alright, then we also have your element symbol and element name. Now, this sodium here is a neutral atom. Pag sinabi natin neutral, walang charge, 0. Okay? So, neutral means not positive, not negative, but 0. So, kapag ang atom ay neutral, kung ilan yung protons mo, yun din yung number of electrons mo. So, i-analyze natin yung example natin si sodium. So, si sodium, ang atomic number niya is 11. Therefore, alam na natin agad yung proton number niya, which is also 11. Kasi nga, si atomic number is also the proton number. Next, mass number ni sodium is 22.99, but let's round it off para mas madaling makompute. So, magiging 23. So, alam na natin yung atomic number, alam natin yung mass number, but we do not know kung ilan ang neutrons. So, how do we get that? In order for us to know kung ilan ang neutrons, ang gagawin lang natin is mass number minus atomic number or the number of protons. So, that would give us 23 minus 11 equals 12. Therefore, sodium has 12 neutrons. Okay? So, i-check mo din kung tama ka. Paano ba? Yung mass number is protons plus okay. Ayan, wala ako. No? So, let's have some more examples. You just have to remember the formula that you will be using. So, for example, here we have Ar or argon, atomic number 18, and 39.95 as the atomic mass or mass number. So, ang atomic number natin ay 18, and mass number natin is 39.95. I-round off natin. So, we have here 40. Ilan ang protons? The answer is 18 din. Why? Parehas lang ang atomic number at ang proton number. Next, what about the number of electrons? So, you have to know, neutral ba to? Yes, it's neutral. Wala siyang charge. Therefore, the number of electrons is also 18. Parehas lang sila ng protons. And finally, ilan ang neutrons? So, use the formula, mass number minus the number of protons or the atomic number. So, 40 minus 18, it'll give you the answer, 22. Another example, silicon. So, tignan natin. What's the atomic number? Yes, it's 14. What about its mass number? Okay, it's 28. I-round off na natin. Then, ilan yung protons? The answer, 14 din. Parehas lang sila ng atomic number. Then, ilan naman yung electrons? The answer is also 14. Bakit? Because this atom is neutral. And finally, neutrons, paano gagawin? Mass number minus protons. So, 28 minus 14 is 14. That's it. So, I hope that is clear for you. Okay, so I will be giving you a short exercise. Complete the table below. Then, assume that all given here are in neutral state or no charge sila. Okay, so I would like you to pause this video, get a piece of paper or your notebook, and then try to answer. Then later on, be back here and check if your answers are correct. Okay, go! Alright, time's up. It's time for you now to check your answers. Here are the answers. Ayan, so, paki-screenshot na lang or pause this video and then you check your work. I hope you were able to get the correct answers. Okay, so let's proceed to the next. Okay, Yeah, make sure na na-screenshot nyo na. O, sige, SS nyo na. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. O, ganun ba yun? Ewan. Next. What about atoms that are not neutral? So, kapag hindi siya neutral, ibig sabihin meron siyang charge. And charges could be positive or negative. So, anong tawag sa kanila? Charge atoms are called ions. Okay? So, tatandaan nyo na, ions. Now, yung ions, pwedeng positive or negative yung charge niya. If they are positively charged, they are called cations. Okay? So, tandaan nyo na lang dyan yung letter T. So, similar yan sa positive sign. Tapos, yung isa naman, it is called an ion, which has a negative charge. So, look at this sodium here. This sodium here is in neutral state. Neutral yan, wala siyang charge. So, paano natin malalaman kung may charge? Tignan yung next example. Ayan. Si calcium, kung mapapansin nyo on the upper right hand, may nakalagay dyan 2 plus or pwede rin yung plus 2. That is actually the charge, which is positive. So, since positive yan, that is a cation. Then, we have here chlorine. Yung nakalagay sa upper right hand is negative 1. So, the charge here is negative. It is an ion. Minsan, hindi na nilalagay dyan yung 1, negative sign na lang. But it is understood. Okay. So, let's see. Let's have here some examples. So, calcium here, which is a cation, has a positive 2 charge. So, we have the symbol. Atomic number is 20. Bakit? Ayan, it's given na. Then, what's the mass number? It's also given. It's 40 if we round it off. Then, ilan yung protons? The answer is 20. Kasi yung atomic number is also 20. Tapos, dun muna tayo. Let's leave electrons first kung paano yun na-compute, ha? So, let's have the neutrons. So, ilan yung neutrons? Mass number minus protons. So, 40 minus 20, the answer is 20. Okay? And then the charge, ayan, positive 2. Paano natin isosolve yung electrons? Now, in order for you to solve the number of electrons, ang gagawin nyo lang, class, is number of protons minus charge. Okay? So, kumbaga, babaliktarin nyo lang. Yung, ito ay positive yung charge niya, diba? So, ang gagawin nyo lang, yung positive, gagawin nyo siyang minus operation. Okay? So, sige. Later, we'll have more examples. So, therefore, anong nangyari? Bakit nagkaroon ng 20 protons and 18 electrons? Kasi nga, sabi natin, to get the number of electrons, number of protons. Ilan? 20. Tapos, yan ay positive charge, di ba? So, yung positive charge, gagawin natin siyang minus. Operation na siya, hindi na siya symbol. So, minus, tapos charge. Ano yung charge niya? 2. So, yun yung ilalagay mo dun. 20 minus 2 equals 18. Paano naman kapag an ion or with negative charge? So, we'll skip na because you already know atomic number and proton number. So, paano natin isosolve yung electrons? So, ang gagawin naman natin, number of protons. So, tingin, ilan yung protons? 17. Tapos, since the charge here is negative, negative yung sign niya or yung charge niya, papalitan natin siya, gagawin natin siyang addition. Operation na siya, not just the sign. And then, charge. Ilan yung charge dito? 1. So, yun yung ipa-plus mo. Therefore, chlorine has 17 protons and 18 electrons. And the charge is negative 1. So, possibly medyo confusing pa. So, let's have some more examples here. Yan. Then, I have given you also the formula that you are going to use. So, we have here chromium. Okay, so atomic number 24, that's given. Mass number 52 if rounded off. Proton number 24 din kasi parehas lang ng atomic number. Then yung electrons, anong gagawin natin? That's positive 2, diba? So protons, yung positive dyan, gagawin mong minus sign. So 24 minus, ilan yung ima-minus mo? Ilan ba yung charge dyan? Or ano yung value dyan? 2, diba? So yun yung ima-minus mo. 24 minus 2 will give you 22. Then, para masolve ang neutrons, mass number minus protons. 52 minus 24 will give you 28. And of course, charge is given. Okay, next, for fluorine, isolve natin. So, atomic number, 9, that's given. Mass number, 19 if rounded off. Proton number is the same as atomic number. Now, yung electrons. Ang charge nito ay negative, therefore, anong magiging operation? Correct. Ang magiging operation natin ay magiging plus. Protons plus kung ilan yung value niyan. And ilan ba yan? Yes, 1 yan. So, 9 plus 1 is 10. Tapos, neutrons, mass number minus protons, 19 minus 9, that will give us 10. And finally, charge is negative 1. Okay. Okay, so let's have some more examples about this one. Computing for the number of electrons for cations and anions. Okay, so ayan yung formula na gagamitin natin. So look at the example here or the given here. Br, atomic number is 35, tapos ang charge niya is negative 1. So hindi lang isinulat yung 1 because that is already understood na 1 lang siya. So ang gagawin nyo lang class is since that is negative, i-change nyo siya into positive. But this time, this positive here does not simply mean the sign, but the operation. Ibig sabihin, magpa-plus tayo. So, ang gagamitin natin is protons plus charge. So, ilan yung protons natin? 35. Saan kinuha? Doon sa atomic number na 35. Plus na tayo. Ilan yung ipa-plus natin? The answer is isa lang. Kasi 1 lang yung ibig sabihin dyan. Yan sa may bilog ng purple na yan, diba? That's negative. Hindi lang isinusulat yung 1 because it's understood. So, kapag in-add natin, therefore, we'll get 36 as the number of electrons. Next example, we have here a cation, positive 2. Therefore, yung positive dyan na sign ay gagawin nating minus ni operation. So, 27 yung protons. Galing ulit sa atomic number yon. Ilan yung ima-minus natin? Ang ima-minus natin ay 2 galing doon sa nakabilog na green. So, therefore, 27 minus 2, the number of electrons is 25. Okay? Now, we also have what we call isotopes. Now, may mga elements na meron silang same number of protons pero magkakaiba yung number of neutrons na. Therefore, kung magkakaiba yung number of neutrons nila, meron din silang magkakaibang mass number. Such as here, the different isotopes of hydrogen and the different isotopes of carbon. So, kapag sinulat yan, ito, ilalagay na lang, for example, carbon-13, carbon-14. Yung number 13 dyan, yan yung mass number. Tapos, yung 14 din sa kabila, yun yung mass number. Okay, so pwedeng C-13, C-14. That is also applicable to all other isotopes. Yan, and finally, we are done with lesson 2. I hope you were able to understand the lesson. If not, balikan nyo lang yung video, especially on the computation for this one. So with this, I would like you to complete the table. So there are 10 items here. Gamit kayo ng periodic table para mas madali nyo siyang masagutan. If you do not have a periodic table, pero you have your science book, open it on page 206. Okay? So please answer this, take a picture, and then send it to your GC or to your teacher. So that's it for today, students. Thank you for watching or for listening. Goodbye!